How do you do, everybody? Welcome to baseball action. Scott Hamas leading it off. Wilmette and Palatine. My goodness. Coming to the end of the season. Third meeting between these two teams this year. July 11th, 2014. And meeting in the state tournament. 1-1. Thomas. And soft little liner out to center. Taking for the count. 1 up, 1 down. And here's Sammy Viscotti. And Viscotti takes a pitch low and inside the ball. Or low and outside the ball. And strike. 1-1. To Viscotti. Batting here in the top of the first inning. And a ball. Low and inside. Well, Wilmette hasn't had a chance to play Palatine at New Trier. Winnetka played a doubleheader at Palatine and now at Ottawa. Fly ball to left field, taken for the out, 2 down. Here's Michael Hurley. So going to miss, strike. And a ball. Watching an old baseball game from 1999. One of the comments I made was a little baby that was there. It said, "Future Trevian." Well, it's no longer future. He's now a Trevian. Strike 3. Yeah, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. In a half inning to play, no score. Andrew Bowman leading it off for the Pirates of Palatine. Low and outside the ball. Had a player played in 1978 for New Trier. Just passed his 50th birthday celebration there. Getting scary. Delivery. Foul ball back. Andrew Bowman. And scooped foul down the third base line. David Nash on the mound. Ground ball. 2 for the base hit. And Bowman the board and Matt Lamb the batter. Too many years. Pitch a low ball. And straight. You know, over the 40-plus years I've been doing this, there's some truths that are part of baseball, part of all the sports, good enough to get noticed. You'll get noticed no matter where you play. Stolen base for Bowman. It's not where you play, it's how you play. Ground ball. Shortstop. Throw it to first in time. There's so much of this moving around between teams and playing on God's green earth to get noticed. Good enough, you're going to get noticed. Charlie Tilson played in only one tournament to get noticed. He ended up getting drafted in the second round by the St. Louis Cardinals, signing for first round draft pick money. A lot of guys like that. Jason Kipnis fly ball down the line, and it's caught. And meanwhile, coming home to score off the foul fly ball is Bowman from Rivka. And here's Mike Stacy. Relax. Enjoy the game. Do the best you can. There's a strike on the inside corner. Tough pitch to swing at. Dave Nash on the mound. Pitch on the way. So going to be a strike. Parents are very myopic animals. Delivery on the way. Swinging a ground ball. Whoopsie. Whoa, my. And Nash over to first for the out. At the end of the first inning of play, it's 1-0 Palatine leading Wilmette. And we'll be back with more. Get instant notification of the Metro Chicago Sports Network uploads onto YouTube by following us at Twitter at Braun Mark. Or you can also Facebook us at Mark Braun. Or like us on our Metro Chicago Sports Network website. Or on Facebook. Just some of the ways of staying abreast with all the sports action here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Enjoy life. Sober and safe. A message in the public interest on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the second inning. 1-0 Palatine leading Wilmette. Brett Segvich leading it off. And takes a strike one. Top of the second inning. The state Connie Mack baseball championships. Outside the ball. Get a ball. And a soft little ground ball. Go to first. One up, one down. Here's Jake Reynolds. And he fouls one off the end of the bat. So the Suburban Cook County Connie Mack baseball two teams meet here in Ottawa. Ground ball. And nope, not going to get him. Reynolds aboard via, they call that a hit single. And here's Eric Hoffman. And throw to second, not in time. Went out to center field anyway. And Reynolds aboard at second via the stolen base. Here's Hoffman still batting, runner in scoring position with one out. Foul ball. Out of play. High and outside a ball. Well, I get a little bit of a summer vacation at the end of this ball game. Strike three. Hoffman called out on strikes. Will Frankie the batter. I'm somewhat of a Civil War historian, going to go off, do some Civil War, American Civil War stuff. Also keep abreast of some of the baseball players around. I like to get in touch with a lot more than I actually get a chance to see. And a ground ball through for the base hit. And they're going to send Reynolds home. Here comes the throw. And off target. And Reynolds home to score the run to tie the ball game up on the single by Will Frankie. And the ball game all knotted up at 1. Here's Alex Kaplan. This year going to go to Gettysburg and probably battlefield called Pea Ridge out in Arkansas. Fly ball, center fielder. Turned around a little bit, or left fielder rather, turned around a little bit and got it for the out. And we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Knotted up at 1. And Nick Orlando leading it off for Palatine. Nash delivers high and outside a ball. And a foul ball. Giving chase, but not going to get to it. Bottom of the second. The actual games worked. This is number 295 that I've been at since last August. Delivery on the way. Fly ball, right fielder. Drifting over. Over by the line, has it for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Trizzy Holloway, the batter. That's scary. People ask me, why don't you follow the White Sox or the Cubs or whatever? And I go, you've got to be out of your mind. Low and inside a ball. I mean, I'm a sports fan, but not that much. Strike on the outside corner at the knees. Holloway batting. Andrew Breitenbach on deck. Foul ball back at us. There's our shot between the eyes for the day. And a pitch high a ball. Nash delivers. And strike 3. 2 away. And Andrew Breitenbach, the batter. Pitch low ball. Bottom of the second. And low and inside a ball. Kind of a pitch that tailed in. And strike. Put a little something else on it. And foul ball. Back behind us. And high and outside a ball. Ottawa, Illinois. Illinois River Valley. Not too far from Starved Rock State Park. And ball 4. So Breitenbach aboard and Patrick Seabird, courtesy runner for Breitenbach. And Charlie Van Dyke, the batter. High and outside the ball, ball 1. WLS rock and roll DJ back in the, I want to say early 80s, late 70s. There goes the runner. And not in time. Stolen base. And Sammy Visconti got a mitt full of infield there out of that play. High and outside the ball. The rock and roll DJ, most famous actually from Los Angeles. 93 KHJ, and then came to Chicago at WLS for a while. When WLS was a rock and roll DJ, rock and roll station. Show my age, remember that. High and outside the ball. WLS gave up music, I want to say about 1985, 86. Anyway, Charlie Van Dyke batting here, runner at second. Nash takes his time and steps off and looks the runner back at second. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that'll be it for the second inning. And we're tied up at 1 at the end of 2. And we'll be back with more. Keep watching all the action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Wherever you may be, stay with us. Teenage drinking causes brain damage. The adolescent brain is developing. It causes even more damage because they are still young and the brain is still developing. Message in the public interest on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the third inning. 1-1 ball game. Clay Suzinski leading it off. Here in the third. Take the pitch high and tight for a ball. And we're using a lot of pitchers today. Fly ball, center fielder. And for the out, one away. And Scott Hamas, the batter. Back to the top of the batting order. And let's have some fun. Low and outside the ball. Top of the third inning. I think I said second earlier, but top of the third. Strike on the outside corner. Squib foul, actually. The delivery and outside the ball. Wilmette is all Nutrier, pure Nutrier. And Palatine, I think it's pure Palatine High School. Out in the land of alliteration. Ball four. Hamas aboard. Sammy Visconti. I'm not positive on that, on Palatine. I know Wilmette is pure Nutrier. Palatine might also take in the Fremd Vikings, also Palatine High School, out that way. Swing and a ground ball. Third baseman over to second out. On to first in time for the double play. And that be it for the top of the third. We move to the bottom of the third inning. And it's tied up at 1. Cam Craver letting it off. Swinging a little foul tip. Nash delivers. Swinging a miss, strike. Baseball action. Can see the light at the end of the tunnel at the end of the season. Pitch is high, a ball. And low ball. And up the shooting back behind us. Foul ball. Low ball. This town, among its many claim to fame, was the site of the first Lincoln-Douglas debate. Strike three. And got some action in the bullpen. Mike Hurley warming up. One out. Back to the top of the batting order. Andrew Bowman takes a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike one. And a ball. 1-1. And a strike at the letters. Bowman didn't like that one. Inside a ball. Bowman's older brother, Eric, played for Palatine. I want to say 2012. Something like that. And foul ball. I talked to him at the doubleheader in the Connie Mack season. And Eric was talking to me about what he remembered of the season, of his time playing baseball. He's now at, I want to say, Illinois State, I think he told me. Delivery on the way. Swinging a ball right back up the middle. Base hit single for Bowman. And Matt Lamb bats. Illinois, no, I take that back. Northern Illinois. He told me he was at Northern Illinois. Now the delivery. In there for a strike. And Nash wanted to take a little time there on the mound. Pitch a low ball. A little bit inside. Bowman with the lead. Throw to first. And Andrew Bowman, the leadoff batter for Palatine. Back on plenty of time. Going outside a ball. Matt Lamb, number 2 in the batting order for the Pirates. And pitch high a ball. Nash. Left-hander delivers. Ball. And Bowman with the stolen base. And fall out of play. Off to the left. Tough ballpark to shoot at. Strike 3. Lamb thought he had a base on balls, but instead strike 3. So runner at second with 2 out. And Chris Refka, the batter. Number 3 in the batting order for the Pirates. The lock and low, there goes the runner. There goes the throw to third and skips away and off the left field, and home to score the run is Bowman. And it's 2-1. So Palatine regains the lead. Pitches high a ball. Wilmette won the 2 regular season games. And this game, even though it's a playoff game in the state, really kind of means very little. I'll explain that if I can. Ball 4. Here's Mike Stacy. Ground ball. Shortstop Szynski over to Visconti for the out. And we're done with the third. It's 2-1 Palatine. And we go to the fourth. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on the network. Get instant notification of the Metro Chicago Sports Network YouTube updates by following us on Twitter at Braun Mart. Or you can also follow us on Facebook at Mark Braun, or like us on Facebook on the Metro Chicago Sports Network Facebook page. Or if you prefer, you can also like us by following us on the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage website. No text is worth dying over. In Illinois, texting and driving is now illegal. Stop the text. Stop the wrecks. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the fourth inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Wilmette here in the top of the fourth. Mike Hurley struck out his first time up. And takes a strike here. Strike 1. 1. The lock and lows, swinging a bit. Strike 2. Brett Segvich on deck. And 3 pitches. 1 out. Brent Segvich, the batter. And takes the ball inside. And wow. You throw that one away. 2-0. And soft little liner. Caught by the second baseman. 2 up, 2 down. Jake Reynolds, the batter. And a ball low. Ball 1. Well, football season just around the corner upon us. Strike 1 to Reynolds. Our 2014-15 season will begin with the Trevians taking on the Schaumburg Saxons, another one of the land of alliteration teams out northwest suburbs. Cougars, Schaumburg Saxons, Barrington Broncos, Palatine Pirates, Rolling Meadows Mustangs. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went fishing in Skokie Lagoons. 3 up, 3 down. No one so hit, so here's nobody left. Going to the bottom half of the fourth. And Nick Orlando leading it off. And Mike Hurley now on. Ground ball. Third baseman has it. Long throw in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Trace Holloway.
Number 15.
And strike on the outside corner. Bottom of the fourth. And foul ball. Out of play. And that's going to drop in as the base hit. Triangle shot between the two infielders and the outfielder. And a single by Holloway. And Andrew Breitenbach. And fouls one off to the right. Yeah, fly ball. Center fielder. Over and has it for the out.
Number 13.
2 away.
Van Dyke.
Charlie Van Dyke, the batter. Out of first. Runner back. I do hope you enjoy our broadcast. And hit by the pitch. And hit hard was Van Dyke. And 2 on. And Cam Craver, the batter. 2 on, 2 out. And a pitch high, a ball. Might have been a little bit outside, too. Throw back to second. Just back in time is Holloway. And a pitch high, a ball. Sometimes you get a really great base runner, and that so distracts the pitcher that makes things kind of happen. I've had a couple of those. Watched a couple of those. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. And Andrew Bowman, the batter, he's 2 for 2. 2 runs scored, 3 stolen bases in his previous plate appearances. Batting here in the top of the fourth, or bottom of the fourth, swing and a miss, or a little foul tip, I guess, got a little piece of it. When I think of base runners who've made things kind of happen, think of Matt Loddick, Peter Harper, of course, Charlie Tilson. There's a fly ball, left fielder. Over, has it for the out, and we play 2-4. It's 2-1 Palatine leading Wilmette. We'll be back with more. Watch the Metro Chicago Sports Network on demand on YouTube. We've got a lot of games up there, over 300 now. That's the Metro Chicago Sports Network on demand on YouTube. And you can also catch the list of all the games that are available on the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage website. For every drink an athlete takes, they lose 1 day of training and their hard work. A message in the public interest on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning. Eric Hoffman leading it off. Hoffman, Frankie, and Kaplan due up for the Wilmette Waves. Here in the 5th. Foul ball. Strike 1. And a line shot back up the middle. Base hit. A single for Hoffman. And here's Will Frankie. And a bounder. Third baseman charges in, has it. Almost like a bunt in a way. When Hoffman off to second. Alex Kaplan, the batter. And he takes a pitch high, a ball. hey, let us know. But whether or not you like our broadcast, you can comment on each one of the broadcasts on the YouTube site. Pop up. First baseman answer for the out. 2 away. And number 9, the batting order, Clay Sosinski, the batter. Flew out to center's first time up. Batting here. Pitch high a ball. And that's high a ball. 2-0. Well, this will be our last broadcast of the 2013-14 season. Yeah. Been a long year. Going to take off a couple of weeks in real time. Our broadcasts on our cable outlets will not be affected by our vacation. Pitch a low ball. And we'll go right into the 2014-15 season, but 13-14 season ends today. Line shot out towards center. Center fielder has it for the out. Here we go to the bottom half of the 5th. 2-1. Palatine leads Wilmette. And Matt Lamb will lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th for Palatine. Foul ball back at us. Outside the ball. 1-1 the count. And the count goes blackjack to Matt Lamb. And strike on the inside corner. Deuces to Lamb. Yeah, actually kind of a snappy ball game. Pitch high a ball. And a round ball. I think Hurley got a little piece of that over to first. 1-4-3 on the putout. One away. Here's Chris Rifka. Yeah, strike one. Strike two. Rifka. Went out. Outfield playing slightly shaded to right, giving up the power alley in left center. Ground ball. Again, second to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Mike Stacy, the batter. Hurley delivers outside the ball. You know, people always talk to me about summer baseball, how great a team plays in the summer. And I always talk, my response is it's a different animal. No matter how good you are in the summer, you got 6 months before you start playing again. Went outside the ball. A lot happens. Some guys develop, others don't. Some guys, quote unquote, I don't go with the getting noticed bit. Swing on a miss, strike. it just, if you're good enough, you're going to get noticed no matter where you play. You don't need to go to a lot of these showcases and whatever. Low and outside the ball. And Stacy aboard via the walk. And Nick Orlando, the batter. It's not where you play, it's how you play. High and tight the ball. And a pop-up, shallow. And taken by Visconti for the out. We're down by the fifth inning. And Palatine leading Wilmette 2-1. We'll be back with more. The Metro Chicago Sports Network, seen in the north and northwest suburbs of Chicago on cable and on the World Wide Web on YouTube. Teach young adults to follow the law instead of ways to get around it. Responsibility, citizenship, that's all part of the package. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Double sixth inning. And 2-1 Palatine leading Wilmette. I guess good citizens make good sports. Logan Weibel batting for Hamas here in the top of the sixth. Wilmette trailing 2-1. A lot of pitchers being used here in the strike. Both teams, this is really going to be the last game of the season for these two teams. I'll finish it up on a bit of a high note. Base hit single between the 5-6 hole and Sammy Visconti, the batter. Pitch low and inside the ball. They lock and load, low and outside the ball. So Visconti batting with a runner at first. And strike. Blackjack to Visconti. And strike two. Michael Hurley on deck. They lock and load. I pop a foul. And first baseman over the shoulder catch for the out. One away. There's Michael Hurley. And that one gets away. And Katz over to second. As the courtesy runner for Weibel, who's going to come in to catch, I guess. And strike. So Danny Katz on at second. Michael Hurley, the batter. And whacks it foul. Out of play. And got some activity. Tim Fox warming up down in the left field corner. A little comebacker. Over to first in time. 2 down. And Brett Segovich, the batter. And a pitch outside the ball. Top of the 6th. And outside the ball. The lock and load. Ball 3. And the delivery. And a high pop-up. Second baseman will take it for the out. And that'll be it for the inning. Go to the bottom half of the 6th. 2-1. Palatine leading Wilmette. And Tim Holloway, the batter. Holloway singled and was left stranded. The bases were loaded. Back in the 4th, left stranded that way. Palatine has stranded 6. There's a soft little liner taken over the shoulder by Bosco for the out. One away. And to Breitenbach, the batter. And a little comebacker. Over to first. And a quick 1-2-3. And the end of 6, 2-1. Palatine leads. We'll be back with more. The Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage website gives you both the current season games and great games of the past and so much more. Check out the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage website. They get the list of all the games that are available on YouTube on demand, instantaneous. You can watch those games, like this game, whatever you want, on demand. There is no privilege that lets a parent violate the law and permit teenage drinking or drug abuse, even in their own home. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. A message in the public interest by the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning. And Jake Reynolds leads it off. Scored the only run Wilmette has back in the 2nd inning. Batting here in the top of the 7th. Wilmette trying to keep their season alive, in a sense. Pitch high and tie the ball. Although this is going to be the last game of the season one way or the other. Wilmette trying to end on a high note. Going outside the ball. And outside corner for a strike. Yeah, line shot right down the line. That's a fair ball. Coach Napoli wanted a double. He got a double right out of the box. Jake Reynolds with the double. Eric Hoffman, the batter, going inside the ball. Well, Coach Napoli was talking about it, predicted it. Said, I need a double. I want a double. Somebody get me a double right off the bat here. There's a sacrifice. And third to first in time, but moves the runner along. The third. And here's Will Frankie. And low and outside the ball. And fly ball, left fielder Over, has it for the out. The tag, here comes the runner home. And the ball game all tied up at 2 here in the top of the 7th inning. And Alex Kaplan, the batter. Takes a pitch high, a ball. Outside a ball. Yeah, strike. And the count goes blackjack to Kaplan. And slow little ground ball. Shortstop. And whoopsie. In the board via the error. And Clay Sasinski, the batter, takes a pitch low and outside the ball. Top of the 7th. And now the ball game all tied up at 2. Wilmette with 5 hits. Palatine with 3. Each team with an error now. High pop-up. And the catcher takes it against the fence for the out. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. Tied up at 2. And Cam Craver leading it off. And strike 1. A new pitcher on the mound for Wilmette. Ball outside. Swing and a miss, strike. Tim Fox on the mound now for Wilmette. And 55-footer, a ball. And strike 3. 1 up, 1 down. Back to the top of the batting order, Andrew Bowman. His claim to fame is he's scored the 2 runs that Palatine has. Batting here in the bottom of the 7th. Wilmette and Palatine played a 10-inning game. First time the 2 teams met. Part of a doubleheader at Palatine. In June, part of the Cook County League. Going outside the ball. And in there for a strike. And a ground ball. Second baseman. Over to first, 2 up, 2 down. And Matt Lamb, the batter. And fouls one off to the right. Or left, rather, foul ball. And a ball. And 1-1 the count to Lamb. Number 3 in the batting order. Outside the ball. And low ball. And strike. And ball 4. So Lamb aboard. And Chris Refka will bat. Number 3 in the batting order for the Pirates. And a pitch outside the ball. The look over. The pitch on the way. Low ball. Bottom of the 7th. Ball game knotted up at 2. The pitch. Whoa, strike. Tough pitch. To hit. Knee high, outside corner. And throw to second. They got him. Caught stealing. And we go to extra innings again between Wilmette and Palatine. Knotted up at 2. We'll be back. The Metro Chicago Sports Network, seen on cable, on Comcast, Northern Cook County, Highland Park Access, New Trier Television, and AT&T Uverse. And also seen on the internet, on YouTube, on demand. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Being on a team is a privilege, not a right. Teamwork is so important. It's more important, really, than the individual skills. A message in the public interest by the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 8th inning. Extra frames here today. Logan Weibo leading it off. Logan singled and left stranded back in the 6th. Courtesy runner for him. Came in to catch. There's a strike. And pitch high a ball. Well, darkness has descended upon Ottawa. We're now under the lights. Foul ball. The pitch. Inside the ball. Logan was the hero in the big extra inning game. Ground ball past the third baseman down the line. Weibel on his way to second. Makes it with a double. And runner aboard. Courtesy runner is Danny Katz. And Sammy Visconti, the batter. Foul ball. Logan, he had a bases loaded double in the 10th inning, the first time the two teams met. Now has a double to start off the top of the 8th inning. Visconti showing bunt, and does bunt it. Shortstop throws, pitcher throws, throw it away, and home to score is Katz. On the second is Visconti. And Wilmette takes the lead 3-2. First time they've had the lead all day today. Here's Mike Hurley. On the ball low on outside. Brent Segovich on deck. Pitch low on outside the ball. Yeah, strike on the outside corner to Mike Hurley. Runner at second. Representing Insurance Run here. Top of the 8th inning. Low and outside the ball. Yeah, the one thing about ball 4, about watching players and great games in the past and whatever, is in some ways you already know what happened with them. So it's kind of like, whoa. okay, you can see something going on, but you know, you still have to look at it as a high school player playing a high school game, and whatever happened. You know, sometimes it kind of colors things. Throw it a second, gets away, but Visconti will hold it second. I'm not saying that to take anything away from the guys that actually made it. It's just kind of like people talk to me about great athletes, and they talk to me about what happened after they were out of high school, not what they were. Here's a sacrifice and a wow. Great one. Wow. Great job by Segvich moving the runners along. And here is Jake Reynolds, pitch outside the ball. Reynolds 2 for 3 on the day. 55-footer ball. Strike on the outside corner. Another 55-footer of ball. Runners with their lead, second and third. And ball 4. Kind of an intentional walk. And surf's up. Bases loaded. Here's Eric Hoffman. And a fly ball. Right fielder. On the run, has it for the out. The tag up. And the insurance run home. And it's 4-2 Wilmette. And Will Frankie, the batter. And foul ball. Pitch high a ball. Another one of the tough parts of doing what I do is the fact that you get them for 2, 3, maybe 4 years. And then they're gone. It's not like professional sports where they might have a 20 years career. They got 20 years in what I do. They got a problem. Yeah, strike at the knees. Well, Frankie batting. And went fishing, Skuggy Lagoon. Strike 3. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Wilmette leading this one 4-2. And Chris Rifka gets the bat again. And a ball outside. Yeah, pitch low. Ball. Bottom of the 8th inning. And fall back. 3, 4, and 5. Go up here for Palatine. And a strike. And strike 3. One away. Here's Mike Stacy. Strike. Yeah, foul ball. Third pitcher of the ball game for Wilmette. And strike 3. 2 away. There's Nick Orlando. And he did go. Strike 1. Yeah, strike. Lights are on here in Ottawa, Illinois. Strike 3 in the ball game. And the season is all over. Final word on this ball game for Wilmette. 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. They were struck out 5 times, walked 3, 5 left on base, 1 stolen base. For the Palatine Pirates, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They were struck out 6 times, walked 5, 6 left on base, and 4 stolen bases. 3 of them by Andrew Bowman in his first 2 plate appearances. So that'll do it for us for this ball game. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. And with this broadcast, our 2013-14 season comes to an end. And for all of us here at the network, we want to thank all of you that have watched during our 2013-14 season. And we want to thank all our network people down our various network affiliates at New Trier Television, at the Comcast Northern Cook County, at Highland Park Access, and the various athletic departments at New Trier and Loyola and Highland Park that are our group here. And, of course, all the athletic directors at our visiting schools as well. They have certainly been most cooperative during the year. And we want to thank you, our viewers. Hope you enjoyed this year. And hope you'll join us again next year for more sports action as we bring to a close another season, our 27th of doing cable broadcast. And again, thank you very much. And by all means, let us hear from you. Hope you enjoy what we do. And for all of us here at the network, as always, we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.